Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Words from the Savior as he was facing his own accusations before his own wrongful deletion. That, of course, had to happen, right? But he knew that people don't truly understand the full aspect when it comes to justice. This is why I say every day God's justice is just about a direct opposite, polar opposite of man's justice. So most people out here are for man's justice. Man's justice. At that point, you might as well put an IN in the front. Man's injustice. Because that's what justice served 9 times out of 10 means. When it comes from man, allegedly, it means injustice. Let me do my intro and then I'll get back to the whole purpose. The camera's in my face. What it is, you guys, it is your girl, Calais. Yes, I'm Calais Dixon. I'm the Drama Light Prison Wife. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice. I am hoping, girl, because you got to hold your breath for justice. To see justice before it all fades to black. Yes, it's your girl, Cadillac. So, I'm coming through today. It is 7/1, July the 1st, 2026. I basically, on my lunch, I was watching a video from Mr. Taylor House Publishing, and it was about basically the jail takeover in North Carolina. You know, Mr. Taylor House Publishing is from North Carolina. Another thing you should know about Mr. Taylor House Publishing is that he was wrongfully accused, but rightfully acquitted, which means just like many others that are wrongfully arrested, and that wrongful arrest leads to a wrongful conviction, he's one of the small few that get out of it. So he would currently be wrongfully incarcerated, but for God showed him how to fight his own case. But they tried to railroad him allegedly, just like they do so many others. And most times they are successful with the railroading process. Why is this car steady making all that noise? Stop. But yes, most times they are successful with the railroading process. And it's because of y'all. Y'all uphold it. Y'all are the reason that a lot of innocent people are in prison. It's y'all. And I try to tell you so you can get on the correct side of justice. I try to enlighten you with my knowledge because I too was on the wrong side of justice. I literally was, because we we were taught to believe the same ways, to believe them, the good guys keeping us safe. Believe everything they say, ask no questions, ask to view no nothing, don't oversee anything, just believe that they're going to do everything exactly by the book, exactly correct. They're always going to maintain your rights. everything. Fine. No need to look in on it. What other job do they do that? Every job you get a evaluation. Every job they peep in to make sure you're doing what you're doing. But not there, not in justice. They said they were going to be completely fair and just to everyone. And we just know they are. And we know that every conviction has integrity, allegedly. Everybody that's in prison deserves to be there. And everyone in prison deserves to be treated inhumanely because they shouldn't have done whatever crime they did allegedly to get into prison. Therefore, no matter what these good guys want to do to them, it is okay. It's thumbs up because the person shouldn't have never did what they did. So that means you do an infraction, you break a small law, who cares? They can delete you. They can leave you going out paraplegic like they did to I really need to remember her name, but a lady here in Florida, DLC, walked in and could not walk out. She was a paraplegic, and it's fine because she shouldn't have ever committed whatever crime, if she committed it, to get into prison. So I'm legally blind. But y'all are truly, like, I'm physically legally blind, but y'all are figuratively, if I even said that right, y'all are legally blind. And they need y'all to stay legally blind so they can keep doing what they're doing. If y'all weren't so legally blind, my husband wouldn't have been wrongfully incarcerated for the last 24 years. Thank you for upholding that, because you uphold allegedly a system that holds him there. And not just him, many others. There's many filtering through this system. And so anyways, enough of that rant, because y'all don't care anyway until y'all end up in there. And then it's going to be, oh, surprise, oh, they can't do that. I have rights, allegedly. They couldn't do that. That's against the law. So the story, the inmates allegedly took over the jail. That's crazy. 3 guards to 88 incarcerated citizens. I don't call them inmates because that's just derogatory. They're humans. Inmate is to make you feel like, oh, okay, it's a click word. It's one of those words that once you hear inmate, your brain just zones out and you no longer care because, oh, it's happening to an inmate. Who gives a jail? You know, they shouldn't have never did what they did. It's like the minute they say inmate, they know that's what y'all are coming with. Nothing creative. All you're going to say is don't do the crime if you can't do the time, and you shouldn't have never did what you did. So that's a click word. Just say it, and then you're going to regurgitate that. So the incarcerated citizens took over, and Taylor House was like saying, he know it got to be more than that. Baby, I got a loved one in prison, and he's innocent. Innocent in prison. And even if he wasn't innocent, you're already doing time. There's many people that did do their crimes. They're being far more severely punished than what they did. So crime does not fit the time. It's like your child did something, and instead of whooping them, you deleted them. That's almost what they're doing. And people incarcerated are tired. We, the family, are tired of advocating. Y'all don't see them as human. My husband is not a human in y'all eyes. He's not. That's why it doesn't matter what happens to him. It doesn't matter the inhumane, alleged sweltering heat that they're in. It was 100 degrees the other day here in Florida. And it breaks my heart because if it's 100 degrees outside, inside those cells is way harder, way hotter. They're not being taken care of. And they're humans. Though you want to believe they're inmates and they're beneath you, you could be an inmate very easily. Tried to warn you, you can be an inmate so easy it don't even it don't even make no sense how easy you could be an inmate. Right? And you know how just as easy as you can become that inmate, nobody will care about you. Nobody will be there to help you. Just like Taylor House was saying, you file grievances. I have a video. Filing a grievance is like putting a target on your back. Who you gonna tell? You gonna tell the enemy on the enemy? Like, they're not gonna stop it. I got retired. I almost ended up wrongfully arrested because my husband wrote a grievance on the officer's wrongdoing, allegedly. So as retaliation, he was going to allegedly set me up the week after I graduate from college so that I can be wrongfully arrested. And then I can be one of the inmates, the nobodies, the not even human, the ones beneath you, the ones below you. So I can be one of those. All over, people incarcerated are tired. The families are tired. We want reform. We want our loved ones to stop being treated inhumanely. They're already being taken from their families. Family unit is already destroyed. Yes, I know they shouldn't have never did what they did. I already said that, so you don't have to mention it again. And yes, disregard that my husband is innocent, and so are many others. But I don't know. It's a waste of time. I'm learning that advocating is a waste of time. And I've spent my life in this manner. But people are tired. Families are tired. The honest reason for them to be in prison is so that the family can keep sending money in there by multiple different ways. That's why they need them locked up. That's why you're not more safe. Because if they ever make you safe, they could stop locking people up, allegedly. And that's not the goal. You got to know the why. Anything you do, you need to know the why. Why? You think you know the why, but you don't. And that's why you don't get the safety. And we don't have our families. Only one that wins is them. Pockets are filled. But people are hurting. Humans are hurting, not inmates. Not inmates. Humans are hurting. Some that did what they did, some that probably do deserve that inhumane treatment. But until you get every innocent person out of there, until you release my innocent husband, and until you get those that have a lesser crime that was rehabilitated and don't deserve that harsh of a sentence, until you make all that right, till you reform this, because you know what it's causing, I'll never agree with that. All right, hiss ya, girl, Cadillac.